Hello everybody, hope you are doing awesome. Okay, just a minute. Okay, hope you're doing awesome. So I hope my voice is audible for everyone. Yep, I think that's awesome. Okay, so let me set the context for the video, that what I'll be doing most of the time. So let me go to these websites that is named by Anders Brownworth, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. So basically that is very niche stuff of a blockchain. So if you have heard about blockchain, what it does, it uses something like hash. Now to give you an idea about hash, let me tell you that what actually this hash value is. Something you have learned that let's say I write this text I think test. So if I hash this, that will come something like a random string with hexadecimal values. Something you have heard of about this, that when you use this for encrypt our passwords most of the time in the databases. I think you have heard this properly. Okay, so now how and what we will see here, that what is the importance of hashing in the concepts of blockchains and all. So let me tell you that what is hashing actually is. Let me present the screen. So I will not tell you too much about the theoretical part, but I will just give you very niche about this. Okay, now what is hashing? So takes an arbitrary size of an input and converts a fixed sized output using a hash function. Now it is very much convenient that I know there is any tools to just hide magic cursor or something like it doesn't. So basically what hashing does, it takes an arbitrary size of input and converts a fixed sized output using a hash function. This is an important term. So before just elaborating everything, let me tell you that how this works. If I go to this website, Anders Brownworth, here you can just write a data like my name, or you can write YouTube. You can get something like a hash values. You can write something like a big string, but you have I think you have followed it up, that the size of the hash is not increasing or is not decreasing. If I write this again, just follow it up, I have at first 689, and if I delete it again and write, I will get 689. So it is nearby equals when the input is equal. Pretty convenient. So deterministic means how to present. So it's actually very tough. Okay, so deterministic means the same input always produce the same output, and obviously fixed output size and first computation. Now before going to the deep that how hashing works and what it does under the hood, let me tell you why we should need a hash values while reading and understanding blockchains. So let me tell you that if I search peer-to-peer transaction, that is of Bitcoin, if I go to this bitcoin.org PDF, here you can find this transaction flowchart. I don't know that why it is not. Yes, it is. So basically here you can find something like a hash value. We will discuss this later, but we should need this hash value. Now if you have found it up, if I have opened this bitcoin.pdf, I mean this, that main reason is this guy Satoshi Nakamoto. So he actually written this documentation and this article that actually gives us more details about the decentralized transactions, or most specifically DeFi, decentralized finance. So we will not go so much deep dive on that stuff. We will do it again and another videos. So let me tell you why it is important to get an hash values in a blockchain transactions. So if I open my MetaMask here, and do a simple transactions. So let me unlock my MetaMask. Okay, so if you have heard I have 0.05 Sepolia Ether, and another account I have the same 0.05. so if you have heard I have an account name, my name the buyer, and another account name this, so both account have 0.05 Ethereum. Now what I want to do, now there's a concepts of gas and all and how transaction fees work, so I will not tell you that much. I will tell you how this works. So if you have heard, this is my address, I have copied my addresses, and when I have to send this money to this account, that time you have heard I have sent this and I have received, so hash value needed. Now how we should need a hash value? Let's say this is a block and this is a transaction. I am sending this money to my friend this account. Now what is the stuff that is present in the blocks? That I have signed something in my block. So let's say this is my signature, and when I am sending this money to my friend's account, the signature remains the same, and when he transacts this to another friend, his transaction will be the same. Now I hope you have just figured out that there are so much concepts. Let me tell you very niche thing to understand this. So if you go to blockchain part, you can see that when I am sending this, there are 3 blocks. Just assume there are 1 to 3 blocks. There are more, but just assume there are 3. So if you follow this hash value, the previous, so just imagine this is the genesis block. So what does it mean by genesis block? The first and the parent of a blockchain, that is called a genesis block. So in the genesis block there is no previous hash, and there is a hash that this block 1 consists, that is 000, I mean 40 following by 15. Now when my second block consists, there I have the previous, so these blocks hash will be the previous hash of block number 2, and the recent hash that actually sets and the concepts of nonce, we will not see that stuff, and this hash will be the previous of my third, and so on and so forth. So each blocks are connected to other blocks, that is called a digital signature. Now you will ask, brother, why we will write there a hash value, instead we can just write a bunch of normal strings there, but that is for security reasons. That is the more concepts of security reason of decentralized concept, so there is not one single person. So if I just follow it stuff, let's say I have written a data here, so you can see that all became the date. If I change the data for this, only this block will happen hampered. If I change this will happen hampered, because this hash used the previous hash of this block only. So these blocks are not dependent on this 4th number block. If I write this data here, so it will be changed. If I mine it up, the nonce will be changed. Just follow the nonce have changed. So if I mine this up, the nonce will be changed. If I this, the nonce will be changed. So this is the following up of blockchains. We'll be seeing that stuff, but what we will see that how we should create a hash from a normal string, very niche concept of blockchains and all. If I write a string, how actually this is occurs, and what formation that the hash is being created, what it does under the hood of a blockchain. So we will create most of the time this interface, a very simple web page like this, and we will see that how this hash works under the hood. Okay, now the next slide, let me just present it again, that how the hash functions works. We have learned ki brother, I have a hash function that converts a fixed arbitrary size of input and converts a fixed size output. So the first thing is pre-processing. I will just take 2 minute time to just understand that overview stuff, and after that I will just run a code, because before coding we should understand this stuff very properly. We should need most of the time very niche logics and all. We don't just follow up with the technologies time. We will most of the time use Node.js and all, but we will just understand that what it does under the hood. So padding. a length becomes multiple of 512 bits, that means by 64 bytes, adding 1 bit followed by as many zeros bit necessary to reach the required length. So the first thing is we will use a padding of our desired input and we will gain a required length. That length is required for that hashed value. We will divide that required hash value into, I'm added a 1 followed by as many zeros necessary to reach the required length, and we will divide that into 512 bit chunks. So why we use this 512? That because we will most of the time will be working on SHA-256. Now we will ask, brother, why we will be using SHA-256? But as ETH, if you search Ethereum blocks, a hash, that will use something like KSAK, KESSAK, if I am not wrong, KECCAK 256, yes, that is used by Ethereum, but we will be using SHA-256. That is the very niche approach to do. Okay, we have read this. Now the next step is we will initialize the hash values. Now there is a stuff that we have 32 bits words at the starting point, A0, A1, A2 and A7, that is been derived from a 32 bit fractional parts of a square root, so the first 8 prime numbers. Now what are all they, we will understand when we will write the bunch of codes, but okay. And the processing rounds, we will matches, schedule, compression and series of XOR. So this will, so most of the time when we will create the crypto, most of the time manually, that time that we will need it actually. Okay, update the hash using modular actions and let's code. Okay, now let me say that what we will be coding today. Okay, we will, so you have heard that we have a module named crypto. So if I just Google it, that crypto npm, it is basically something like that used. Okay, this package is not supported, this is now a built-in. Okay, so it is now a built-in node module, I have not to install. So okay, so it does, it actually converts, it actually does the same like this, I have to give an input string and it will convert this according to this SHA-256 hash values. Now we will understand that how it works by writing a simple crypto module code. After that we will do that what crypto does under the hood. Okay, convenient. So what technology will be using? Most of the time we will be using the Node.js. Okay, the basic Node.js. You can just follow along any other tech that you like. Okay, so what I have to do, let me just go to my desktop, then my Web3. You can just look at anywhere and let me create a folder like what I'll do, UT live code, cd live code. Okay, so I have to initialize a Node.js application. So at first I have to do npm init -y, so it will create some stuff. It will most of them create a package.json. If I locate the package.json, you can find that all stuff that we should do. Now I have to do npx init npm tsc. I have to do just TypeScript compiler init. Okay, it will take a couple of seconds. Yes, what it does, this is not npm install. Okay, so I have to do npm install TypeScript first, then npx tsc init. Okay, all is done. Now I have to just code along and open the VS Code here. Okay, so let me just increase. Okay, how to increase the size? Control Shift plus. Yes, cool. So I have a node modules folder, I have a package log.json, I have a package.json. Now here I have to add couple of scripts. First thing is I have to add the build. That build gonna be, as you have guessed it, so that will be my tsc -b, or you can write tsc -build. The next one should be my start, that is node index.j. so basically this command, this build command, actually convert my TypeScript file to a JavaScript file. That time I have to start it. Okay, that way I have written JavaScript here. And you can do something like a dev, because I don't have to do it again कि पहले build करो उसके बाद start. No, I have to just run the npm run build to just, so it will do what? It will at first npm run build, then npm run start. Okay, convenient. So I can write index.ts file and just write a console log hello world. And if I just npm run dev, at first, yeah, hello world is run. Now I will show that how this works. I have to given a string and it converts according to hash value. So I have to input crypto, but as it have showed ki crypto we have manually in the node, but we will see later. So I have to do import create hash, if I'm not wrong, create hash from crypto. Yeah, it's don't have npm install stall. I think the types is not here. Yeah, the types is not here. Got it right. Okay, now I have to just write function, just line break. So function create hash, so I have create hash. I have to write just get hash. It will give a string, that will be a type of string, and it will do what? It will just return create hash, oops, Ctrl Z, create hash of SAJ256. It will get key algorithm, then string, then options, then hash options. Okay, then dot update the string. Okay, then digest it to a hexadecimal value. Okay, and I can just console log the get hash of, let's say, pufferfish. So if I just clear the terminal and npm run dev, there we go, we got the hash value. Now just remember this hash value. If I just copy this and Control V it here and just make it a command, and just here write this string pufferfish, Control Z, Control Alt Tab, and just paste it here. Just see if these both are equal or not. Just see these both are equal or not. These both are equal, so that means we are doing pretty well using the crypto module. Now my question is, how actually this brother walking under the hood? So what I have thought key, at first I will create a simple website like this, where I will just write my data and you will get the hash value. You can try it along. I think I should create it first, then I should do what hash actually does under the hood. So I will take a couple of times to create a simple website like this. Okay, I will do it along. So let me just I think I should close it up. Yeah, I should close it up and open another terminal and go to that directory. So cd desktop web3, then what is that name, cd live code. Okay, so it have that, so okay, no issue. So I have to run npm create. Okay, I will use maybe pnpm dlx. So pnpm dlx create next app latest. It will ask me the project name, so I will do hash coder. Yes, I will need TypeScript. Yes, I will need ESLint. Tailwind, yes. Source, yes. No, sorry. App, right? Yes. So it will just take a couple of time, and I will be creating a simple web page like this, where I will not be focused on the nav bar and all. I will just create a simple input box like this and a simple box like that, where you are typing stuff and you will get the according hash value. There will not be something like a button where you will be clicking and you will be getting the hash value. Not like that. Very simple like that. You will be typing and getting the according values. Okay, pretty niche level. So let me just give it some time to actually. Okay, it is done. So actually pnpm deluxe is quite fast. That I have now used npm, but I don't know why to create a Node.js application we should not use pnpm. That I have read some documentation. Just leave it alone. Okay, so I will just use code open. Okay, so ls. So that will be hash crypto. So code, I mean cd hash crypto. Okay, hash crypto code along. Yup, I am done. There we go. What the hell? Oh, sorry, hash coder. So sorry. cd cd hash. Actually, there are so many folders, so I have just forget. Okay, so let me code now. There we go. So it have a node modules folder in the package.tsconfig.json. I have all the builds and that's necessary for an Next.js projects. I should not actually maintain all stuff, so let me just go here and just do pnpm run dev. But before that, let me clear up some niche. So I will just remove this all stuff, this page. I will just remove everything. Okay, I will remove everything most of the time. So I will just create a simple div here, and here I will just write hello web3. Okay, layout, yeah, all is great. Let me just take so hash coder, hash, get your hash, get your code a hash builder. Okay, let me now just run it up. It will just work in my localhost 3000. Localhost 3000. There we go. Yeah, there we go. There is a hello web version. So what I will do, I will just I will just make everything aligned. Yeah, something like that. Let me just align it so that we can just see what everything works. But we should not take too much time on the styling and all, but let me just give a finish stuff. So what I have to do, just create an input values. Okay, so I will get an input value. So at first I will write input, normal input value, have a text, the type. I should give a ID, but I don't need IDs and all, but just do it. The ID will be what is a good, so maybe input, the placeholder, enter, or I will just write a text area here, or maybe just input. Everything matters, doesn't matter. Okay, so then the value, I have a value because the value I have to toggle, and a non-change function. I don't have to do that right now. And another input function, so I can just copy this and just paste it downwards. Okay, this will be type text. ID will be hashed out. Okay, so it's don't have a placeholder. and it will be a read only. I don't know that it works or not in the read only form. So yeah, I have the hash values and all, and this will be the read only stuff. You cannot write it, okay, and you can write it the values at here. Now I know this look sucks, but just give me a flex call, just give it a ml, or maybe yeah, px maybe 10, py maybe 10, and it's come at here, yeah, and just give it some like gap of 5, so it will just, yeah, it works nice. So where was the, yeah, I have this one here and that one here. What I will do, like at here I have to give some class name, so I will just give a niche class name, not very accurate of stuff or responsive like stuff. I will just give us a niche, so it will just have a px of 2, so px of 5, py of 5, yeah, that looks nice. And maybe what I'll do is shadow, yeah, it looks quite good. Maybe, yeah, maybe that's it, and it will have a border class name shadow and px5 py5, yeah, there we go. It should have a placeholder, like placeholder. This will be the hash value. I can write stuff here, but I cannot write stuff here, so okay. So what I have to do, I have to write stuff here and get the hash value at here. That will be our most of the time our target. So there are too many options to do, but let me just create one function that actually convert everything in the form of hash that we have done in that Node.js file. So I will do function from hash that will grab a string having a type of string and just return create hash, that we haven't, but we did create hash of SAJ256, that is the algorithm. Next digest, oh sorry, that will be update will be the string, and then digest to a hexadecimal value. Yeah, there we go. Now I have to just toggle the input, so let me create two states. So const input value and set input value will be use state. First one will be string, next will be const hashed value and set hashed value. This will be use state. Use state of this. Oh shit, I have to write this first. Control X. It is saying I shouldn't have to do this because I have to write this use client, but that is a bad practice to not making your first page as a use client. You should not do it, but as the convenience of the application, let me do it here, because you should not use a use client on your home page, very niche level. Okay, nothing happens, but it is not a good practice. Okay, but for the sake of the application simplicity, I have done it. You can just create another manual function, so I have just format the all inputs and all. You can just write it here. Okay, now let me create the handle input change. So let me add a functions another. So const handle input change, it will actually grab an event. The event will be react dot there will be a change HTML, if I am not wrong, change HTML, change event, if I am not wrong, change event, yep, change event, and the type will be HTML, sorry, the type will be HTML input element. There we go. And there we go. The value will be event dot, I am giving a target dot value. It is very niche. Okay, so I don't need a parenthesis here. Okay, next this will be the value. The value will be here. Value will be input value, input value, and the on change will be this handle. I have not handle input change, control C, control V. There we go. It will just handle input, it just have to reload. There we go. Now what I have to do next? Now if I have a value, then I have to convert it, update the hash value. So const hashed agd hashed, oh, I have a, okay, agd, sorry, hashed equals to just call the function from hash, give the value at here. There we go, and set the hashed value to that hashed. Okay, and otherwise if I am not having that, so just make the hashed values, I mean the blank string, set the hash value a blank string. There we go. Now if I write it, nothing gonna change it here. You cannot write it here because it's actually don't have, so I cannot write it here, brother. I have a value of input values and all. Let me change it up, check it up that how what is doing it. Oh, I haven't added it for the input value. So the value will be hashed value and I think it is done. Yup, but I cannot write it here. Let me see why I cannot write it here. Type is text. Yup. Then I have entered the data. Values at here. I cannot write it here. But the data isn't visible. Let me see. But the data is actually changing at here, but I cannot change visible the data. Let me just reload it. What the hell? If I have value, then const hashed, oh holy shit, set input value will be the value. I forgot to write this line. Okay, so if I write it here, you can see. There we go. So we have created a simple application that will write my hash value and convert it accordingly with just 60 line of code, not 60, maybe 50 line of code. Now I hope 90% of you will think, brother, we are done, so we will just sleep. Now this is an water break. Now what we will see, okay, I have 3 views and all. Okay, what we will see key how the crypto module works. We will manually create this function. I hope this is a legit stuff that you will understand. What is the main stuff of SHA-256 algorithm, that how actually the mathematical foundation of a hexadecimal value conversion works. Got it right? Let me deep dive into it. So okay, the first thing is I will just add everything in the GitHub, so you can just fork it up and just take it up as your exercise, but I will prefer that most of the time we will try to do that code along with me, but that is awesome. Let me close it and open that previous one. So that was live code, like so cd live code. What the hell, cd live code? Yeah, there we go, code, there we go. We have the simple index.ts file, but we will change that. We will just make this here. We'll just delete this and add, this was the initialize of, so just a minute, this, oops, how to, okay, so this was the manual part, not the manual, the crypto module part, modular part I will write, modular. Now we will create everything manually. Now what should we need? So if you have done this stuff, that was I have given this section, I will not just open it up, I will just show it from here. So you will need in the pre-processing part a padding input, but before padding, before giving a padding, what we should need? We should need some 64-bit number. Now you will ask, brother, what is the concepts of taking the 64-bit number? Actually, this 64-bit number is the foundational block of 256 crypto, or just converting everything in the concept of crypto. So this is basically a SHA specification. So basically this 64-bit number, so this 64 constant derived from a SHA-256 specification derived from the fractional parts of the cube root of first 64 prime numbers. If you calculate the first 64 prime numbers cubic root, and the fractional part will be this. So what will be this? I have actually there are 61 numbers, so I have actually a file that consists that. So if I go to ls, maybe cd okay, cd assets, I have this. So another thing we should need, that will be the initialize hash state. So we will need two set of numbers. First 64 numbers that I have discussed, that will be the specifications of the SHA-256, and another 8 numbers. This will be also 32-bit words initialized to specific values derived from the fractional part of square roots of 8 even numbers. I think your mind gonna be crazed, but actually this is what does under the crypto module. Okay, cd assets, let me just go to that hash value SHA-256.txt. so code, I will just have to copy this. Okay, I have to copy this 64 bits number. So this biggest buddy. Now okay, now what I have to do, I have to just create a class, a simple class, so manual class of SHA TypeScript. So I will just write key manual method instead using the crypto module. So first thing is class SHA-256 maybe I should not write sha, just give it some stuff like that. Okay, the first thing I will need a private. So private doesn't work. The private it works, or I have to change the package notation. Let me see. So private static, let me do it read only. So these are all the concepts of actually the object oriented programming in JavaScript. Hope you have heard it. So let me read k. The type is number. It will be an array, and this will be the stuff that I should need. Let me go to there and just take the all values, put these bodies at here. Let me format it a bit, format document. Yeah, there you go. So this will be the static number. So this will be the found. I will do everything, just code along and just write everything having the comment. So this will be the SHA specification. SHA of 64 numbers of 32-bit. This will be actually the Q root, CURWT. I think you will understand that cubic root of 64 prime numbers, fractions of fraction. There we go. Next, I have said key we should need another stuff, that will be the hash, the initialized hash state. So that will be also a private static read only. Let me date it age. It will also be a number. Yep. It will also be the same formation. I have that actually. So now the concept is where to find this. When you have to do manual code, you can just Google it, you can find it up. That is very simple. Or maybe you can do 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. That's just 8 numbers, and I should not need this again, and format it a bit. So this will be the initial hash state. Okay, now the first stuff is what? The first stuff was padding the input. Length becomes multiple. That means what actually? That means we should need the output having the length of same, I mean fixed length, having a 1 bit followed by as many 0 bits necessary to reach that required length. Very niche approach you should take. We should understand what I am writing, everything line by line. Okay, so I have to private. So the thing is, you should, if you want, you can do it using Rust also, but for the beginner friendly approach I should not use Rust for the first Web3 video. But this is not a fully Web3, these are something like mathematical calculations and all. So okay, private static pad message. The message will be a type of event 8 array, sorry, uint32 array. Yep. Now you will understand, brother, what is this? Just do a Google. I have actually just do Google and just get it. You can go to the intent documentations. It have a 32-bit unsigned integers, and what I have said here, what I have said, ki this will, that how many stuff I am writing is all 32-bit cubic root. So I am writing 32-bit. Okay. And it will be also uint 32. Yup, there we go. And let me write it up. Private static pad message and all. What is not working? A function whose declared type is another undefined word, return a value. Okay, there we go. So we just return it up. Doesn't matter. It actually doesn't work. So at first, the original message is padded with a single 1 bit followed by enough 0 bits so that the length is multiple of 512 bits minus 64 bits reversed for the original message length. Got it right? And the last 64 bit of the message, store the original length in bits. If I just got frustrated that how it works, you can go to the documentation of SAJ256, how it works, you can find it up. Pretty simple level and stuff. So you have understood ki brother why I have an error. So it actually have an return. You can write something, you can just get rid of the value. So so the first thing is I have to get the length. How to get length? So const ngth length will be equal to the message dot length multiplied by 8. Why 8 brother? I should need the last 8 cubic root of 8 even numbers cubic root, and I will need the fractions values. That's why I need 8. Okay, this will be the message length in bits. This will be Control Z, the message length in bits. Concept is clear. Now I should need the padding size. So const padding size is 512 minus the length plus 65. So if you want to understand that why I have to writing this, you can just after completion of these functions take a input value, just do this along, just use some bit of online converter, bit converter, just use this, you will get everything a niche approach. Okay, because this is quite impossible to just show you manually that how it works, because there are simply documentations available over where you can see that how I have to just get the padding size and all. This is very simple stuff. Okay, and I have to get the fraction value that I have told. I have to get the fractional value. So I have to get the modulo of 512 and also I have to just do modulo of 512. This will be the padding size. Now I have to get the padding message. Const padding message will be equal to new. I have to create a new uint 32 bit array. Sorry, that will be an 8 bit array. That will be an 8 bit array, right? That will be an 8 bit array. That will be an 8 bit array. What I have to need? I have to need the message length plus padding size divided by 8 plus 9. There we go. And I have to create a set and copy the message. So to create a set, so the main concept is actually to create a set and copy the value. So what to do? I can just create another hash map or another array, but instead I should use a set because it actually uses more efficient way. So let me just padded dot set so padded message is, why it is it here? Padding message, sorry, dot set and get the value. So value node, that will be what? That will be the message maybe, no? That will be what is the message? Oh, message. There we go. Now I have to add what I've written here. I have to add 1 bit followed by as many of 0 bits necessary to reach that required length. I have to add the 1 bit followed by as many of 0. So append 1 bit followed by 0 bit. So how to do? So basically 0 into 80, I think 0 cross 80 will be the correct stuff. So padding message dot length, padding message message dot length equal to 0x80. There we go. Now append the original message length as 64-bit integer at the end. So this is a niche concept that I have to do. So how to do? So basically I have to create the const length bits equal to new data. What will be data view, if I'm not wrong? Data view, yeah, there will go. The data view, it will grab what? Data view will grab a buffer and a bytes per element and offset. Okay, so I should need a buffer, right? So new, add a buffer. There we go. And the size is 8. I think I am done. Now I have to get the length in bits. So it is pretty much simple as like that we have done. Dot set uint, that will be 32, right? So yeah, that will be 32. What I should need here, it will grab, let me go, it will get a byte offset, number, value and number. Okay, so I should need a buffer, right? So what I should need the 4, maybe 4, and the length, manual length, and I should need what, another one, that will be boolean value. Okay, so I will need a false, but because that was a boolean, I don't know, maybe I should change it up for next time. Okay, now I have to do the set and the copy, all done. So just padding message dot set new uint 8 array length bits dot buffer comma padding message dot length minus 8. There we go. Now I have to return the padded message, return the padding message, and the error is done. Now why I have this uint is not assignable to type. Okay, sorry, so this will be an 8, this will be an 8, right? So I'll be converting the 32-bit array to a 8-bit array. Let me drink a bit of water. Is anyone watching this live? Holy shit, 1 people were watching. Oh, he was watching live, then 2, then 0. Now there is no people. What is blockchain and why do you use it? So I have one friend. Holy shit. Just leave it up, brother. So for Supriyo, actually it's very convenient to actually open the chat stuff, because I think yeah, for me actually it's very inconvenient to open the chat tab and just see that what people see and tell and just give the response, because here I actually do a live coding and just code stuff. Okay, why do you use? There are too many use cases of blockchains, such as cross-border transactions, more security and all, the cryptos and all. I think this is pretty much convenient, and just do a bit of Google search and go do a bit of YouTube search to know more deep dive and read. Just run the foundational block, there are tons of roadmaps present, just take participate in the hackathons, maybe you will get selected. Okay, thank you. I think yeah, I got the first comment in my live. Leave it up. Okay, now we got actually the padding message. Now the next concept is yeah, we done the pre-processing, right? Initial hash values, that is actually this, so I think we should not need it right now. Next, processing round message schedule, but instead we should need something like a rotated array. Now what do you mean by compressing and rotating stuff? We will do a circular right shift. That's why I've written that XOR. It took me a couple of time to understand that what I have to do right now. So I have to just manually do a right shift. Right shift means I have actually a problem of left shift and right. So just understand this. So I have to do something like there. Okay, this is called right shift, RS. I mean, what does it mean by right shift? You can just go through some YouTube videos where I can write some right shift operations in digital logics and IDLD. So applied digital logic design. We have actually in the third semester, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, third semester. Alright, so that is actually the right shift means you actually have to go one bits right, and the left shift have to go one step left, one shift and the left. Okay, that is something like this operator for right shift and this operator for left shift in C or maybe. Okay, there we go. Let me write a private static rotate. The X will be a number. Got it right, number. And I will take an N, so I have to just shift, and N is also my number buddy, and it will do what? It will just return key brother, do one thing, key shift X into right, and or I mean this is the or do it 32 minus N. This is pretty niche. I think it will be pretty niche for everyone for understanding. Okay, this will be 3 shift, right? 3 shift, and this will be 2 shift. Okay. 32 minus N, 32 minus N. There we go. Let me give some space. There we go. Now I have to do what? I have to do compression. I have to do this buddy, this compression function. So what it does in the compression function, I have to do 256 compression. It actually prepare the message schedule. First thing I have to do the message schedule, then I have to do compression, where I will be using the rotate. Let me tell you right shift, and this we will take the compressed chunk to the current hash value and convert the string into uint 8 array. So this will take some mathematical stuff. So just follow along it with me, because I have did some calculations before just writing codes here. Okay, so writing it first. Let me just go here. Private static compress block it will be a uint 32 array 32 oops int 32 array, and the hash, I should need the hash. That will be uint 32 array. That will be maybe return a void function. There we go. So if I write something like maybe if something value, so I should need the return statement. But if you write here for it manually, you should not need, you cannot write it, if you want you cannot write it here, but this is a good practice to write a return statement yet here. Okay, so the first thing we will do, you will prepare a message schedule for first 16 words or the block data. What does it mean, brother? It mean when we, one thing is I haven't actually reloaded, so it runs automatically. So let's say I am writing this, so the first 16 are the block data. Now some people will ask, okay brother, we got the first 16 letters, then we will only take that first 16 letter and I will just make some computational on that and we will get the that input value. Your question gonna solve in this later on the function, but just know it key, this is not possible. This is actually a computational logic to take the first thing first, then do the stuff to not let you copy stuff. Okay, so how to do, maybe I will use a simple for loop, or yeah, let me do so for, I'll write it manually, I don't love some. So let I is equal to 0, I will be going to 16 and I plus plus, simple for loop, and W, just a minute, I should need a W value. Okay, so what is W actually? So how to I'm so thinking I should need the W outside or should need it outside. So I should not make it local function, I should make it a global. So const W is equal to uint new uint 32-bit array having a size of 64. Then W of I will be equal to block of I. Okay, this was the prepare message schedule for the first 16 characters. Convenient. So this was the first schedule for the first. So schedule 64, sorry, not 64, that will be 16. So 16 characters and all. Okay, next I have to do it for the legs 64. So that was actually a 64 number, so the stuff is like that. I have a 64, so 1 2 dot 16 comma dot 63 64, maybe I should write 17 here. Okay, the first thing was for this and the next thing is for this. So first loop I have started from 0 to 16, the second loop will be starting from 16 to 17. I mean I have to take not the 16 to 17, so 0 to 6 and then will be 16 to 64. Got it right? So I have to just do the same for brother let I equals to 16 and I will go to 64. The first thing is const a0 is equals to SHA 256. Now there is a concept ki brother why I need it because I actually using this 256 here. I am not using a manual module, want to be noted, I am not using a manual module. Okay, so SHS 256 dot ROTR this ROTR function, right? So this ROTR function, so I'll write here shift or right shift or IGST right shift, right? So ROTR it will does ki brother I will take to input E and 6 understand these two numbers and do a logical XOR operation. XOR no, not like that, 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 not like that. So it should be key. I have to rotate I to 15, right? Or yeah, that's amazing, that's amazing. Sorry. So E comma not, so E comma not, so I have not included E. There will be W I minus 15 comma 7 XOR, I mean XOR, same SAJ 256 dot ROTR W of I minus 15 comma 18. Okay, XOR SAJ 256 dot ROTR, maybe not like that, maybe not like that, maybe not like that, just a simple XOR, maybe simple I minus 15 1 2 3 3. Convenient was it? Let me do a back calculations. Okay, I think it will be, the next one will be I to I2, then this 7 will be converted to 17, yeah, and this 18 will be 18 19. So, okay, I think this is, so const S1 is equal to SAJ 256 dot ROTR, the first one will be 2 to 17, so W of I minus 2 comma 17 XOR dot rotor 2 to 19, so W of I minus 2 to 19 XOR W of I minus 2 10. Okay, and the thing, this is W of I is equal to, I think you will understand that why I'm writing this, W of I minus 16 plus S0 plus W of I minus 7 plus S1 or 0 for type safe. Now initialize the hash. I know this function is a bit of confusing, but actually there are too many confusing stuff in this in this function. Okay, the next thing is I have to initialize the working variables. So I mean an array, simple array, let A B C D E F G H is hash. This is the working variable, let me write it. This was working variables. There we go. Now I have to create a main loop of 64 rounds. 64 round main loop. That was the previous one, the manual, not manual, that was the simple partial loops. Okay, because 12:30 to have to go to sleep. Okay, so actually this is because why I have not made too much live, because I have to just go to sleep, because I have 6 AM from college. I have to go from home. That's why I've not make too much videos, but yeah, I've tried to do more in my weekends. Okay, so that will be go to 0 to 64. So I have created that 0 to 16 and 16 to 64, but now I'll be creating the main loop. So for this will be go to I let key brother I will be go to 0 and I will be go to 64, and it will keep brother I will plus and const s1 will be equal to saj256 dot rotor e comma 6 jor. Okay, jor means what? Jor means actually if you do 0 0, that will be getting, so jor means what? It will get 0 0 0 1 1 0 1 1. I think you should know it. Okay, so this is the jor value 0 0 1 1. This is the jor value. That means two single value I'll be getting the 0, and that one different, that will be getting 1. That is a simple value. Okay, so there is a question in lit code that actually gives us key consecutive numbers. So let's say 1 2 1 come 1 again 2 maybe 3, which number appears twice. You have to do a XOR operation. So 1 XOR 2 XOR 1 XOR 3, ultimately 1 XOR 1 XOR 2 XOR 3. So this will be cancellify and I'll be written 2 XOR 3. So I'll be return key rather this is the main stuff. Okay, there we go. And XOR of saj256 dot rotor e comma 11 then e comma 25, maybe XOR saj256 dot rotor e comma 25. There we go. Then const ch, maybe we take a variable name ch, and e logical AND operation with f, XOR operation with exponential value. So exponential of e comma AND operation of, so e and not comma and g. The thing is that if I have got an error, I have to manually just copy paste in ChatGPT if I got an error in the live. Okay, but we will see if I have any error or not. Let me see, because here I am doing what key brother, I am taking this value and exponential of each value. Okay, I am getting the character. Next I will get a temporary variable. So const temp1 equal to age plus s1 plus ch plus saj256 dot that k, that was this brothers, this all numbers, the foundational stuff. Okay, so saj dot k, what I have to do actually basically, so s1 plus ch, then I will take the ith value with wth ith value, otherwise just make a TypeScript stuff, and const s0 equals to just saj256 dot rotor a comma 2 saj256 dot rotor a comma 13 XOR saj256 dot rotor. 13 was done, maybe 22 to 22, yeah, maybe a comma 22. There we go. Then I will get a measure, so const measure equals to a logical AND with B logical XOR with A and C, and there we go, B and C, B and C. Next const nst temp2 is equals to s0 plus measure, and yeah, next I will just make a equational equation. So a is equals to g, g equals to f, so g equals to f equals to e, so f is equals to e, and then e is equals to d plus temp1, otherwise 0, d equal to c equal to b, c equal to b, b equal to a, b equal to a equal to temp1 plus temp2 or 0. Now add the compressed chunk to the current hash value. How I have to do? Hash 0 equal to hash 0 plus a, something like that. Maybe I have to do a bracket, so hash 0 plus a or 0, something like that. Actually b, c, d, e, f, g, h and all. So I will just copy paste, control c, control v, control v. I have to paste, yeah. C, control v, control v, control v, control v. Okay, this will be 0, this will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and this is A, B, C, D, F, G, H. So A, B, C, V, R. Why I am getting that suggestion? I don't need it, right? Then E, then F, then G, then H. There we go. Now I'm getting actually this, so I have to convert this into a UNT array. This was maybe the last step, and this is pretty easy. Yeah, it is indeed pretty easy. So I have to just private static 2 bytes having an input of type string and type of uint 8 array, and that's because only the return statement. So const encoder equal to new text encoder, new text encoder, and return encoder dot encode the input. Okay, this was actually convert string to, so I'll write key string to, not it, people will think I have written right shift. So u int 8, so u int 8 array, there we go. Next I got the final hash. Now I have to convert the final hash into a hexadecimal value. So I will write final hash to a hex. It is indeed easy. I have written key, this is the short function. So private static to hex, grab the hash, u int 32 array, grab the string. It will say, brother, I will return an array dot from, grab the hash. What I need again? So array dot from, what I need actually, I forget key what I need. Array dot from iterable and iterable unknown, or okay, so let me just see the manual documentation as I forget. Okay, array dot from iterable and okay, got it right. So first thing first, I should need a hash dot a map function. I will just iterate over x and it will go, brother, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, right? 8 number of 0 plus x dot to string 16 dot slice minus 8 dot join by 1. Okay, this was the hexadecimal conversion. Now I read the main method to compute this age. So main method, so main method to 256. So static hash cons message equal to saj256 dot 2 bytes. Yep, there we go. Grab the inputs. Cons padded message equal to saj256 dot pad message. Grab the message. There we go. Why? Argument unit. Why? क्यों होता रही है? Argument unit compatible. I have an error maybe in the pad message section. So let me go to the pad message. Let me see that what is the holy shit. I have written a 32, right? It will be 8. So this is the stuff. When you did a mistake, na, that mistake will come when you just use that function there. So this is the fun of coding. There you go. Now const hash equal to new u int 16 No, what I'm doing actually, so I should need a 16 to 56, maybe 32, right? So this is the actually problem. You have 8, 32 and 16. So when you use what, there is a message because here I will be only using 8 and 256. So that's why I have actually a problem, that is in my other screen this is only opening this stuff, this and this. When to use 64, when to use 8, when to use 32. Okay, so yep, 32, and it will grab the age, so saj 256.h. okay, now I have to just process the chunks with the chunks. There will be 512 bit, so okay, so let me do 512 bit, 512. Is it anyone in the live? Maybe is anyone viewing right now? Leave it. Okay, so okay, so I need 512 bit, right? So I should go to the padded message dot length, right? So for let I equal to 0, I will be going to padded message dot length by 64 I plus plus const block uint32 array. The padded message dot length, sorry, not, it will not grab, it will get a buffer, right? It will grab a buffer. So if I see so I think I should hover. Yeah, no, it's not just making elements double length. Yeah, there is a buffer. So padded message dot buffer dot I into 64 comma 16. Padded message comma buffer, comma. Next I have to compress, right? So saj 256 dot compress block and hash. Just a minute, I have some call. Just a minute, let me take the call. Just a minute. Okay. Sorry for the inconvenience. Okay, I have did the but then I have to just return key saj 256 dot 2 hex, grab the hash. There we go. Now I have to use it. So all is done. Maybe a big coding block. Maybe I didn't 150 line of code. Okay, so const usage input is equals to maybe or pufferfish and console log sha256 dot hash. Just pray to God. Clear npm run dev. There we go. We did it, buddy. We did it. Whew, we did it. We did it. So let me check it up. So we did it in the first run. This is the stuff that we have to be proud of ourselves. Okay, so let me check it up. So let me go to so yeah, I have to go here maybe na. My app, so I have to go pu. I got a bug, right? Yeah, I've got a bug. Was it my bug or was this? So let me check it. Yeah, I got a bug. Let me check because the hashing value is not matching. So let me check it. Let me go to ChatGPT and search, brother, where is my ChatGPT? So the hash value, there is a mismatch. I think they will say, brother. Okay, just there is a silly mistake maybe. Oh, so it is saying ki updating the hashing values, you are using hash for all updates, which means only the first block of the hash getting updated. You should be updating the hash individually. Okay, the block array needs to be populated correctly from padded message.buffer. Let me see what it does, because we have done most of the time. We have actually be proud of ourselves that what we did. Was it done exactly the same, just fixed couple of bugs. Let me npm run dev. Oh, it's not the same. Let me ask it again. This is the output you are giving, but this is of the traditional block hash. Where is this one? Okay, so it is saying that I should get this, but okay, yeah, I'm getting a problem. Let me see what fixes it, because the actually the process is same. Maybe get some bug at maybe some conversion problem or the mathematical problems. Maybe we'll get some bug at there. Otherwise, I think there are 100% fix, 110% fix. What it does, actually this is called bug fixing, but I don't like how to do this bug fixing, but let me see. Still the same problem. Maybe my stuff was correct. I think this was correct. my written code. That is correct. मेरा code 100% correct. My code is correct. What I've written, right? Maybe we should have some problem over there. We will see and just update accordingly. I think we should have some problem at maybe there's some problem at this or maybe we have something in the inner functions and all. I don't know. I will just I am just forgetting to debug it, because let me do it debug. Let me see actually, let me try to do a debug. Okay, because it is the part. I will take a couple of seconds to debug it. So first thing first, I am not seeing this two statement because this is coming from the copied message. Okay, the first thing is I am doing, okay, nice, uint 8 array to an uint 8 array. The length will be message.length multiplied by 8, right? Then the padding size will be 512. Actually they're getting the padding size minus length plus 65, okay, multiplied by 512 and getting multiplied by 512. Convenient. Now padded message or padding message, that it will be new uint 8 array message.length, yeah, plus padding. Okay, convenient. Then I have to set that to message. Okay, then padding message will be length equal to 0 into 80. Okay, const length bits equals to new data view, new array buffer of 8. Okay, length bits dot set a new got it. No, you have done it now, because I'm setting the data view, then I have to just set the set event. Yeah, this is correct. The 64 bit integer, yeah, I'm doing correct, right? Okay, then dot set new uint buffer padding message dot length, yeah, minus 8, return the padding message. Private static, the actually circular right shift x1 to 3n or x1 to 32 minus n, convenient. In the compressed block, w will be assigned to a void, yup, right, that will be returned a void. 32 array of 64. Then 0 to 16 I plus plus, yeah, 16 to 64. Minus 15 to 18. There we go. 2 to 17. Minus 16 plus is 0 plus minus 7 plus is 1. Okay. Then ABCD of JJ, yup, I'll go 0 and 64. E11 on C age equal to E and F XOR temp1 equal to C age plus sh plus age is aj256 kiwi dot a comma 2 ability 2, okay, AC BC, this mirror 0, AGGF AFE, okay, E equal to D plus temp on, okay, DC CB BA A temp on temp to O minus 0, 0 has 0 plus A. Oh shit, this will be 1, this will be 2, this will be 3, this will be 4, this will be 5, this will be 6, this will be 7. Obviously FG age. Okay, let me check full. Okay, then I just debug. Actually ChatGPT failed to find this simple bug, but what 2 bytes input of string uint8 encoder code input 32 or string means join the public static hash input string we have 6 that 2 bytes input padded message I think it should work right now. What the fuck? npm run